Rhetorics. I'm Ken Boyer as usual. Today, I want to discuss a few topics, but really the theme of the day is really what is value these days. I mean, what is value? It seems like the truth is so far from us, and rhetoric and just absolute nonsense has more clout over the truth, and that is what people want to hear. That's more of what people want than the actual truth or anything close to it. This past weekend, everybody knows pretty much the biggest story going around the country and the whole George Zimmerman trial. In the death of Trayvon Martin, he was found innocent on all charges, based on the stand your ground law. Based on the facts and the evidence that from 911 calls, from his violent behavior in past and history, just resisting arrest and challenging officers, and just obvious situations. I mean, in the rain, Trayvon Martin talking on the phone and asking why he's being followed. You hear the screams and nobody can pinpoint it, and just craziness, absolute craziness. He was found, not guilty on the charges. Somehow these jurors of six, it's just crazy. I mean, it's like everything that they tried to put him off as a bad and troubled young man from a troubled family, and just wasn't the case. Older brother went to a Florida university, and parents, everyone was very articulate and well-spoken and well-behaved. And even now, even after the verdict, they're still just asking everyone for peace and to honor their son in that way. So they're consistently showed that that their story is more likely than not to be true, that he hunted the kid down and killed them. But on the other end, George Zimmerman, smiles and laughter after you just got off for killing a child. And on top of it, he say no, he don't regret anything. Wouldn't change anything about it. No, of course not. No remorse, cold, dark. It is what it is. And he was found innocent based on the evidence and the story that he gave, that Trayvon Martin, when he approached him after stalking him, saying, "I'm going to kill you," something out of a bad, horror movie or something like that, like a terrible 70s horror movie or something like that you see, and you be like, man, did y'all really used to watch this? Like, this is more, my 2-year-old nephew is more believable than this story and than this person. Yeah, right. That's retarded. And we're supposed to accept these statements and the things you hear from the news and all these people and people like that and these lawyers. They can just say the most outlandish, crazy thing that is just like, come on, yeah, right. Tell the truth. We know that's a lie. Obvious. It isn't even discreet anymore or any way sly, slick, or conniving. It's the stupidest rebuttals and defense for these type of things. And those are the things that are to be said, just complete lies and fabrication. And don't tell the truth. No one be forthcoming or real about a situation. No one. No apologies needed from George Zimmerman. No apologies from the attorneys, from the state of Florida, or the city of Sanford, or nothing like that. Only the people who are outraged about it, you're wrong. You're supposed to change, and you need to recant your statement. And a few athletes spoke out on the situation. Victor Cruz and Roddy White, they were, they tweeted a few things after the verdict, like, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous situation. They said what they felt. And was real about it, with no lawyers behind them or PR people, but they had to recant their statement and apologize somehow for the situation, and I guess have their PR person issue them in a lie, which we already heard exactly how they feel about the situation, and make up some rhetoric, some bullcrap. That's the only thing that anyone is able to receive. Nothing real, nothing truthful, nothing honest. I don't understand why they would have to recant their statement and be real, be honest about the situation. You know, it's just sad how our world is. It's like we don't want anything close to the truth. You know, it's like evil people, you know, rule the world, and you know, nothing good stands for anything anymore, you know, at all. You know, and it's just like the craziest things you will ever see, like the stories and stuff that you read now. You know, not only that, I found another story, the San Francisco Giants pitcher, Chad Gauden. He was arrested on January 27th and just charged July 3rd, with open and gross lewdness, for groping a young lady in the hospital, and a 23-year-old, and he walked up to the girl, and said, "Wow, you're gorgeous." Touched her face and groped her breasts. And actually, a paramedic witnessed the whole situation, who actually told him to, leave her alone and to, exit, get away from her. And the lawyers issued statements and everything afterwards, saying, "Oh, my client was ill." And he didn't know, he appeared to be intoxicated, all the signs of being intoxicated, drinking, and, probably on whatever he was on, and just him being him. Sometimes people don't want to believe people to be who they are. Sometimes bad people are just bad people. Reckless people are just reckless people. And the more we just keep trying to ignore it and just allow bull crap and rhetoric to rule, the more these people are just going to continue to run rampant. And then his lawyers come on and just say, "Oh, my client was ill, and, he was experiencing symptoms and all these different things of confusion and dehydration." It's like, what? And they asked him, "Do you remember what happened?" Just hours after it, "Do you remember what happened? Do you know that you did this?" Once the police had to subdue him and arrest him and all these different things, and talk to him, his lawyer, "Oh, I don't remember anything." He couldn't remember his address. He could, just stupid stuff. Just stupid. Don't even have to make any sense. It's like, yeah, right. Of course you knew what you were doing. Even if you didn't, who cares? You were drunk. Now, when this case goes to court, this is going to have to be proved that he does not have whatever disease they're claiming that he has now. Something, crazy about like Michael Jackson saying he had vitiligo, whatever, and everybody, knows the situation. It's like, come on, man. We are supposed to believe these same type of stories. Like, this is the only thing that's going right now. I guess, you can just grope women, in the streets or even hospitals and places that are secured and things like that, and just say, "Hey, I got, Rob Domo license," or whatever, you just make up something, or you say, "I want to bleach my skin," or do whatever, and I just say, "Oh, I have vitiligo," or you say, "Oh, I didn't hunt down a kid and have a loaded firearm with the safety off, ready to shoot and murder him." Still can't tell you what he did wrong. Nothing, but just say, "Oh, he snapped at me and told me you're going to die," Yeah, crazy, But at the same token, anybody who speaks the truth or coming in and protesting to this, "Oh, we have the law." I mean, what is the law? It's